So we're going to do a quick demo. This demo is just going to set up a security rule that blocks access to TikTok for iOS and Android devices. We're going to do it in Strata Cloud Manager because I don't have access to a panorama that has the right HIP subscription on it. But it's going to look very much the same in Panorama. Okay, so from here, all we're going to do is we're going to go to configuration. We're going to go to next gen firewall and Prisma access. This is the part where it begins to look similar to Panorama. What we'll do is we will come down here to HIP and we will see what we have for HIP objects. You can see we have a HIP object that detects all iOS endpoints and one that matches all Android endpoints. You see, there's a lot of stuff we could do this for any kind of device. You can get as carried away as you want. And these are just the default ones. You can create your own, of course. But what we really need to use in policy is going to be a HIP profile. So in the HIP profiles here, we can, all right, there's lots of default ones, but we don't have the one that we need. So we want to create a new one. We're going to call this one is iOS or Android. We'll just call it is iOS Android. Okay. Our match criteria is going to be an or, and it's going to be is iOS, is Android. And then we will hit save. All right, we'll go over here to security policy, and you'll see this tab looks very much like the policy creation tab in Panorama. Not much in this. It's basically a stripped down tenant. I've got a global config. I've got some other stuff. We'll just create it in global. It's just a demonstration. Block, TikTok, iOS, Android. Okay, we'll say okay. We're going to come from any zone, any address to any zone, any address. What we want to do here is select the HIP profile that we just created. That will select the devices. And we want to pick the application. The application is TikTok. I'm just going to select all of the TikTok app IDs that's in here. We're going to make it a deny rule. We're going to use the default best practice profile, security profile group. We're going to leave logging as it is, log at session end. And that is everything we need to do. So now we have a rule. Block TikTok, iOS, Android. It's a deny rule. It blocks, it checks to see if it's an iOS or an Android device, and it blocks access to these applications. And we don't care where they're coming from or where they're going to. None of that matters. We're just blocking it straight up. The final step would be to push the config, which we're not going to bother to do here because it's just a demo.